Sound is invisible magic made of nothing but moving air. It's all around us, every moment, yet we rarely stop to think about how it works. Whether it's the gentle rustle of leaves or the booming crash of thunder, sound is a force that shapes our world in ways both subtle and profound. Yet it can make us laugh, cry, or jump in fright. Sound can trigger memories, stir emotions, and even change the way we feel in an instant. It's a language that speaks directly to our hearts, sometimes before our minds even catch up. Here's how that magic really works. Everything begins with vibration. Every sound you've ever heard, from a whisper to a symphony, starts with something moving back and forth. When you speak, sing, clap, or tap a table, something moves back and forth very quickly. Your vocal cords, your hands, or even the surface of a drum. All of them set the air in motion. That movement shoves the air molecules nearby, and those molecules shove the next ones, and the next, like an invisible wave rolling away from you in every direction. It's a chain reaction, a ripple that spreads out through the air, carrying energy but not matter. These traveling waves of pushed and pulled air are sound waves. They're not just lines on a graph. They're real, physical changes in air pressure, moving outward from the source. They race along at about 343 meters every second, fast enough to cross a football pitch in less than half a second, but slow enough that thunder always arrives late to the lightning party. Light travels almost 1,000,000 times faster, so you see the flash before you hear the boom. 3 things about a sound wave decide exactly what reaches your ears. These are frequency, amplitude, and waveform, each one shaping the sound in a unique way. First is how fast the air is wiggling. We call this frequency, and it creates pitch. The faster the vibration, the higher the pitch you hear. Wiggle the air 100 times a second, and you get a low, rumbly note like a big drum. These slow vibrations are felt as much as they are heard, resonating deep in your chest. Wiggle it 400 times a second and you get the bright a violin loves. Higher frequencies create sharper, more piercing sounds that can cut through a noisy room. We count those wiggles in hertz. 1 hertz means 1 vibration per second, and every sound you hear has its own unique frequency. Most people can hear from around 20 hertz, a rumble you almost feel in your chest, all the way up to 20,000 hertz, a super high squeak only dogs and babies seem to love. This range is called the audible spectrum, and it's different for every species. As we grow older, the high notes slowly slip away. Our ears become less sensitive to the upper end of the spectrum, which is why some sounds that children hear easily become silent to adults. Second is how hard the air is being pushed. This is amplitude, and it decides loudness. The bigger the push, the louder the sound. A gentle whisper barely nudges the air. A jet engine smashes it. The difference in energy is enormous, and our ears are sensitive enough to detect even the tiniest changes. Loudness is measured in decibels. This scale is logarithmic, meaning every increase of 10 decibels is actually 10 times more powerful. Talking normally is about 60 decibels. A rock concert roars past 110, and real pain starts around 130. Prolonged exposure to loud sounds can even damage the delicate structures inside your ear. Third is the exact shape of the wiggle, the waveform. This is what gives every sound its unique character, or timbre. This is the secret ingredient that lets you tell a trumpet from a flute, even when they play the same pitch at the same volume. The waveform is like a fingerprint for sound, making each voice and instrument distinct. It's why your mom's voice sounds like your mom and no one else. Even subtle differences in waveform help your brain instantly recognize familiar voices, even in a crowded room. These invisible waves finally arrive at the most incredible sound catcher ever built, your ear. The human ear is a marvel of natural engineering, designed to capture, amplify, and decode sound with astonishing precision. The part you see, the curly outer ear, or pinna, acts like a little satellite dish, scooping sound and aiming it down the ear canal. Its unique shape helps you figure out where sounds are coming from: front, back, above, or below. The canal itself boosts certain frequencies, which is why your voice sounds deeper and richer inside your own head than it does on a recording. The ear canal acts as a natural amplifier, enhancing the sounds that matter most for speech and communication. At the end of the canal is the eardrum, a thin sheet that shivers exactly in time with the arriving waves. This tiny membrane is incredibly sensitive, able to detect movements smaller than the width of an atom. Connected to it are the 3 smallest bones in your body: the hammer, anvil, and stirrup. These bones are so tiny they could all fit on a penny, yet they play a huge role in hearing. These tiny bones work like a perfect lever system, passing the vibrations inward and making them stronger along the way. They amplify the sound so it can be detected by the next stage of your hearing. The vibrations finally reach the cochlea, a spiral tube filled with liquid and lined with thousands of microscopic hair cells. The cochlea is where mechanical energy is transformed into electrical signals your brain can understand. When the fluid inside the cochlea sloshes, the hairs sway like seaweed in a wave. Each hair cell is tuned to a specific frequency, responding only to certain pitches. High-pitched sounds make the hairs near the entrance dance. Low-pitched sounds make the hairs deep inside the spiral sway. This arrangement lets your brain map out the entire range of sounds you hear. Each swaying hair fires an electrical signal up the auditory nerve to your brain. These signals travel at lightning speed, carrying detailed information about pitch, loudness, and timbre. In a fraction of a second, your brain translates those signals into real sounds you recognize. Rain on the roof, your favorite song, or someone saying your name. Your brain doesn't just hear, it interprets, remembers, and reacts, making sound a vital part of how you experience the world. From a plucked guitar string to the moment you hear the note, sound has traveled as vibration, become moving air, turned into mechanical dancing bones, changed into rippling liquid, become swaying hairs, and finally burst into your mind as pure meaning. Every step is a marvel of physics and biology working together. All of that happens faster than you can blink, using nothing more than moving air and the quiet genius of your ear. It's a process so quick and seamless, you rarely notice it, yet it's happening every moment you're awake. That's why a single whispered "I love you" can feel like the biggest thing in the world. Sound connects us, comforts us, and sometimes changes us forever. Credits. Written and narrated by your name. The next time you hear a sound, remember, it's not just air in motion, it's a story, a signal, and a little bit of magic all at once.